Hey there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Zeph on Becoming the Coach. What you're saying is we're inspiring growth one lesson at a time. Today, I'm going to introduce mentorship. We're going to discuss how you will grow by learning from someone else or teaching someone. So the objective is mentorship. And to start on mentorship, I want to discuss the power of a shared experience. What that means is I'm going to be the architect. I'm going to be the engineer. Someone else has been an engineer before. Someone else has had access maybe to the resources that I've had before. How do I share that experience and make sure that someone else can learn from that? So that's what I'm talking about, a shared experience. If you're in the career, let me use one career. You're in the career of technology. What are you going to do about that? You're going to listen. What have the other professionals in the same space done before? What are you doing as the professional to get to the same space? And where are they in life? Do you want to get to the same level? Do you want to do better than that? So that is the whole objective of the power of a shared experience. If you see an engineer is driving a very big car, do you also want to drive that big car, or you want to fly a chopper? So that's the idea that I'm thinking about. So what is mentorship really? Mentorship is you inspire someone, you guide someone to get to some level, maybe exactly where you are, or a better level than where you are. So that is what I'm talking about when I talk on mentorship. So who is a mentor and who is a mentee? If you're learning from someone, we consider you the mentee. If you're teaching someone, we consider you the mentor. So that is the relationship. For instance, I've been in the IT space for several years. Then there is someone who is actually about to join maybe school, maybe join an institution in the same space. So I can guide this person to get to where I am, or maybe address the mistakes that I did, or maybe touch the points that I missed to get to that same level, or even be better. So that is the objective of the mentorship. Since we are on becoming coach, and the objective is to inspire growth one lesson at a time, we look at mentorship versus coaching. So coaching, I'm telling you to do everything as I want it to be. But mentorship, I inspire you to grow to the same level. Moving on, why mentorship matters in every career. So the career starts from zero going up. Maybe you want to be a professional, maybe sports driver or racing driver per se. Maybe you want to be maybe a teacher. You need to start somewhere. And how that works is, first, when I grow up, I want to be this person. When I grow up, I want to do this. So when you're looking at that, then already you have an objective. And then you ask yourself, who is doing that? Who is the teacher? Who is the driver? Who is the pilot? Then now you try to establish how is their life. Is it what I want to be? Then when you grow towards that, they inspire you, so you want to interact with people in the same space. You may interact with the person who is at the highest level. You may also interact with someone maybe who is also transitioning within the same. But what they teach you is from the experience. Since we're talking about why it matters in every career, is as a profession, I have had my challenges from point A to point Z maybe. So as a profession, I want to also make sure that someone who is coming into the same line can be inspired, can be elevated to be better than I am. For instance, I know that running a specific operating system in the computer doesn't work well for a trainee. As a mentor, I'm going to advise my trainee to maybe switch to something that works better. Then we have the trend. the trend in technology, for instance. We have new technology coming up here and there. So we inspire someone to also grow and scale to the same scope, maybe to the same place. Thinking about it, mentorship is all about teaching and also receiving. Do you know that a mentor can grow older than you? You can be 40 and still have a mentor who is 20. That is just an example. Let me maybe specify what I mean by that. Your career path is maybe being a teacher, being a lecturer, and then you meet a young guy who is in the IT industry. He knows more about computers, he knows more about tech things. You know about maybe that education space. You can learn from him. He tells you, if you want to achieve this, maybe you want to learn a programming language, start from here. You learn. So mentorship doesn't care about age. Are you an older person? Are you a younger person? The objective is you just inspire someone to get to that level that you are. Still on it, let's think about it. If you mentor one person, this person mentors the next person also, the same thing goes on and on and on. We call that the ripple effect. Let's talk about, let's say you have a stream of water that is stagnant maybe or not moving. If you drop a stone at one point in that, it's going to ripple out. So that is how it works with mentorship also. You inspire someone who inspires the next person, and it goes on and on and on up to the end. Let me talk about my lessons with mentorship. As a student, I looked forward to someone who is in the tech space to inspire me. I didn't have anyone very specific, but I used to see what are they doing that is different from what I'm doing. Then you embrace that and start learning from that. So I got mentorship from my peers, colleagues in class. They're doing something, I'm also learning from that. I got mentorship from professionals who are in that career path. Then again, I have mentored others. So as I grow, you see, I'm not yet here. I'm still maybe here going up, but there is someone who is still here. And they are curious. You know, you cannot just jump. So when you move from here, how do I get here? I can guide that person. And I'm happy to say, maybe I've talked to one or two people, and I've seen they actually embracing and doing following what I guided them. I've got appreciation here and there. Then I want to talk about at a workplace, how do we build the mentorship culture? So let's say we have an office, we have the boss, maybe the senior management, then the other junior employees. Actually, senior management, senior employees, then junior employees. So you see, the moment you get into that workplace, the first thing that happens is the senior management will always have expectations on the maybe senior employees. So this senior employee is supposed to live up to that expectation by learning what are they doing, what do they want me to do. Then now here comes maybe, let me say the intern. The intern comes in, he's green. He doesn't know anything. Maybe think about he's just fresh from school. School teaches you general. Now we are looking at a very specific scope. So the senior employees would have to train the junior employees. And that is the mentorship that we are thinking about over time. Then when we think about it, mentorship also can be you self-mentor. Self-mentoring means you are looking at what is person A doing, what is person B doing, what is person C doing, and then with that level of thought, you start to embrace, okay, this seems to be what I want to do, this is not what I want to do, so you leave it. So it could be in that also perspective. So let's think about building the mentorship culture in the workplace, making sure that you have someone you can look up to. If you're in a workplace and you're looking up to someone, you need to live up to that expectation. When you get there, ask yourself, is it still what you want to do, or you want to step out? and do something else. And mentorship also covers that part. So if your expectations have been met somewhere, always feel free. Don't think so much about it. Just feel free to also explore other options, because how you can grow is by exploring different parts and growing over time. Then when we look at that culture of building mentorship in a workplace, for instance, you are the senior manager, you're the senior team leader for a specific part. When we look at that, we want to make sure that you are the coach, because we are still focused on becoming coach, inspiring growth, one lesson at a time. So you as the mentor, what are you doing to make sure that you can teach someone to get to your level? Let's say it's a company taking new and young, maybe let's say trainees or employees. Teach them, mentor them to get to a certain level. Once they're there, they can choose to stay or go. But when they get to that level, already there is someone else again to come in for the same opportunity and grow. And that always elevates the career growth, the personal growth and development for that specific individual. Thinking about this reflection on the ripple effect. How do you choose the right mentor for you? I've talked about so many parts of who, but one, is it possible that you can talk to someone? Do you have access to that person that you would like to embrace? Maybe we have like 3 people on that line. The highest person is inaccessible to you. So you need to build your capacity. We're going to discuss capacity building over time so that each one of us can become the coach and mentor someone. So when I talk about that, let's say you are an entry-level trainee. You are doing computer troubleshooting, software troubleshooting, hardware troubleshooting. So if you're doing that at the entry level, there are challenges that you will face and someone just slightly above you has already faced before. And what you can do is consult and make sure that whatever they teach you, you embrace that and solve those challenges. When you move to the next step, they'll also have moved to the next one. So you'll find yourself that through your growth journey, you are relying on one mentor over time to grow until you get to a certain level. But you need to ask yourself, as I'm learning this, am I elevating to someone else's level, or do I want to go beyond? So you'll find if you have 5 people, I'll grow to the first person's level, then again target the second person, grow to that level, and then target the third person, grow to that level. So it becomes step by step. But all this, one thing you learn is, if there is mentorship and growth, then it means you are always patient. So patience with the time factor has to be there. So you are always learning, you are always eager, listening, and growing over time. So that is what I have on relying on other mentors to grow. Then when I talk about the culture of mentorship, we all embrace mentorship and grow step by step. So make sure you are open. As a mentor, you should be open to anyone else who wants to learn and get to your level. Don't be afraid that when they get to you, they'll beat you and then go above. No, it doesn't work like that. They'll always appreciate that this person helped me to get to this level, and I can always give back. That is the attitude that we want to build on our coaches. That covers my quick review on mentorship, growth, and development as a mentor or as a mentee. Now, becoming coach is still going to inspire us one lesson at a time, and we are going to have more discussions on the same. For you to keep in touch with the same, I need you to subscribe to us. We have our social media platforms everywhere at Becoming Coach KE. Just search for that and follow. We'll keep sharing and inspiring you to grow and become the mentor that you're supposed to be. Thank you. It's been me, Zeph. on becoming the coach. Inspiring growth, one lesson at a time. Thank you.